I wanna ride that glory train. I wanna ride that glory train. Yes, all I wanna do.
Welcome to the Voice of Hope. I'm John Gardner. Manufacturing, science, and engineering are incredibly creative. I'd venture to say more so than creative advertising agencies and things that are known as the creative industries. A quote from Sir James Dyson. Hollywood loves to congratulate itself with endless award ceremonies exalting their creativity.
You like me right now. You like me. Thank you.
Silicon Valley is fawned over by the media, and the idea of unicorns was sullied when Wall Street reduced it to a finance term. But where is the acclaim for an industry that is the largest sector of the U.S. economy? The U.S. manufacturing sector in of itself is the world's third largest economy. The manufacturing industry leads the way with research and development, paving the path for innovation that all industries benefit from. And best of all, for the real economy, Main Street, 98% of manufacturing companies in the U.S. are small businesses, with 75% employing fewer than 20 people. True small businesses. In my day-to-day life, I've long been struck by the lack of knowledge people have of the essential role the manufacturing industry plays in our lives. Changing the perceptions and lack of accurate persona surrounding the manufacturing industry is the top priority of my Manufacture Local movement. In my 16 years of owning and operating a business in the manufacturing industry, I've had the pleasure of learning from tens of thousands of conversations with every size entity, from the one-man shop in a garage to the giants of Wall Street. I've talked shop with engineers, machinists, production managers, accounts receivable, purchasing, etc. And this is the type of experience only a small business owner wearing multiple hats could actually get. And across the board, there isn't an agreement in these conversations regarding the industry we all work in, that outsiders mistakenly think of the manufacturing industry as dirty factory work for lowbrow people. Most of my colleagues have had the same experience I do with people outside of our industry. When I meet people at social gatherings or other parents at my daughter's school, I'm quite familiar with the look of vapidity when I answer the "so what do you do?" question with a proud "I'm in the manufacturing industry." Here in liberal California, I usually see the immediate conservative alert look of terror flash through judgmentally politically correct eyes. It's as if they think a sector of the economy could be in of itself a sign of political alignment. So I typically steer the conversation to the many union members in the manufacturing industry, and then try to educate them on how the manufacturing industry led with desegregation. And that as early as 1941, decades before the Civil Rights Act, President Roosevelt desegregated the defense industrial base. And earlier than that, in 1919, Ford Motor Company became one of the first major companies to employ blacks in non-menial positions and give equal pay for equal work, with whites and blacks earning the same pay in the same posts. One example of uneducated judgment is former New York City Mayor Michael Bloomberg's speech to Oxford University's Business School in 2016.
I could teach anybody, even people in this room, so no offense intended, to be a farmer. It's a process. You dig a hole, you put a seed in, you put dirt on top, add water, up comes the corn. Then we had 300, you could learn that. Then you have 300 years of the Industrial Society. You put the piece of metal on the lathe, you turn the crank in the direction of the arrow, and you can have a job. And we created a lot of jobs.
The combination of arrogance and ignorance astounds. I'm certain Mr. Bloomberg wouldn't like his former job as mayor characterized as running his mouth at a podium. America became the greatest nation on earth due to the power of the manufacturing industry, which supported strong middle-class families. It's time America gives the manufacturing industry the proper respect and investment that it deserves. This is the Voice of Hope, and I'm John Gardner.